I want the old fella back, or if you're new here, old Mr. B, or whatever you want to call me. Um, this is just basically Axtipan and myself having a chat about things, what we're planning and what we're doing, and talking about, if you like, whereas I've got a Helix and he's talking about pedals and all that, and what we think basically, and then it just sort of goes off in a tangent. I don't know. I'm just going to be working on it. I'm just going to. It goes on for quite some time, so I may sort of edit bits out or whatever or whatever. Anyway, by the way, backdrop artwork, Gary Holloway, of course. Who else? I just realised I'd got that picture, so I thought, right, fair enough. I'm going to do something with it. So I have. I've decided to. Ah, right, okay. That's at the wrong light. It's all right. Just messing about with lighting. I'll use a different microphone now, whatever. And I've changed my lighting, so things are sort of moving on a bit with my setup. But I needed to do it. It's just doing me head in. Anyway, enough of me. So anyway, let's get on with the chat. There we go. I won't say hello everybody because that bit will be on at the start.
I'll say hello everyone. Hello everyone.
Yeah, hi. This is Mr. Orange drank too much tango. Right, now then, where was on about pedal boards, right? And like I said,
we're getting straight into it now.
Oh yes, I am. Why do you have to put a sound on 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 a sound when all you need is a box of tricks? It's just change the frequencies to get that sound.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that your question?
Well, yeah, go on then.
Okay. Well, because when you have a certain sound that you're trying to go after, the sounds that are inside like things like a Helix and like even things like a Kemper, they're very restricted. They're very restrictive because it's a very specific type of algorithm. Even though you might have lots of different ones, you can't usually put them together to get that sound that you're after. But with pedals, you can there's so many pedals. Usually when you're stacking pedals, it's usually like things like gain staging, like overdrives and stuff. So you might have like a boost, and then you go for like an overdrive into a distortion. That would be like a three stacked pedals. But the amount of pedals that have so many different characteristics. You can it's basically a lot easier to sort of tailor your sound to those pedals. And there's some pedals out there that just cannot be replicated inside a digital box. So I think that's the main reason. And I'm kind of falling into, because this is why I've been kind of I haven't been putting out too many videos, because like since doing that pedal board video, I've fallen into a tone hole because I've literally been I've been working on my tone more, like with my amp and my pedals, and just trying to, because that pedal board that I put together like in that video, I've changed it all already.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of it though. That's what I really love about working with pedals. Like
you say, you don't use them all at once, but yeah, here's another thing you want to try. Apparently, change your speaker.
Oh, the cab?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay.
because I was using the Boss, the Waza, 4x12. And this is half the part of it, because I couldn't. That's kind of the reason why I got the Kemper, because I couldn't record a good sound really, and I thought it was just because I've got the amp in here, I'm miking it in here. I can't really separate the sound, like it's like in a studio where you could just like mess about with mic positions and stuff, and get basically move the mic until you get a good sound. It's hard to do that when you're in the same room as the amp.
Yeah, on the
Oh,
Helix.
yeah, like like I said, if you got a
Yeah.
Kemper, it's plug and go. But like basically, I had the opportunity to get this Marshall, this cab.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah,
was
yeah,
selling
yeah.
it for, like really cheap. It's one of the hand wired ones. And like honestly, like see the difference in the sound between the Boss and the Marshall. It's like I'm getting rid of the Boss straight away because the Marshall is so much better.
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
I don't know if you can see, but there's like a microphone like
yeah,
on the cab.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was just messing about with the mic positions and stuff, and like I watched a video. You know Steve Albini.
Name rings a bell,
Yeah,
but
he's a producer. He recorded Nirvana's In Utero album.
right.
He's really fucking good. I'm sorry, pardon my French.
That's all right. It's all right.
But I watched a video on him talking about miking up guitar cabs, and he was just like, yeah, they always teach you to put the microphone like really close to the grill cloth, like literally like this far away. But he was just like, you need to pull it back if you want, you need room for the the sound to develop a little bit. And I tried it, and like seriously, like I recorded some guitar, and it sounded great, and it was like, this sounds even better than the Kemper. So I think I've cracked it. I think I've just like I got a much better cabinet. And the thing that's restricting about the Kemper as well is that even though you've got like so many different amps to choose from, there's very little tweakability. So like you can't really change the sounds too much.
Oh, you can on the Helix.
Yeah, I know, because that's a modeler.
Yeah.
But with the Kemper, they've just, they've captured they've almost like captured a moment in time when they recorded that amplifier in that whatever studio it was. It's that's the appealing part of the Kemper, because it is actually a real amp that you're hearing.
Well, also what they did with the Helix, they sent an update where you can actually get right inside it now.
Yeah.
Right inside it, like with the pedals and stuff, everything.
Yeah. And
I'm thinking, I'm not going to mess with that. I thought
that's the thing. I like messing with the pedals, but I much prefer like twiddling knobs than like to actually like go in digitally and like menu dive and stuff.
I'll do it on the computer, you see.
Yeah, well that makes it a bit easier. Yeah,
it's all in front of me, but
yeah,
you see, I mean, this is going back as well to like the transistor versus valve amplifiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Anderton's, like, they have their TV.
Mm-hmm.
They got a Kemper and the proper amps in another room, and they're playing the guitars and saying which one this is, because we'll know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
The Kemper won.
Yeah.
But then
that's what I mean. The thing is that it does it really well. It will copy an amplifier perfectly almost. But once it's copied, you can't change it. You can't really tweak it very much,
Right.
So like,
right.
Which is great for someone who has that amp and wants to take it on tour, but doesn't want to take their amp, and they can just like record sound, take it on tour. They've got the same sound every night. But when you're someone like me, who like I have like such a specific sound in mind.
Yep.
I think for me the only way to get there is through pedals. Really, that's the only way.
Yeah. Well, my sound that I've got there, like the intro, it's bits of all sort of, because I can when I mix something. What I generally do is I'll have two guitars, right, two tones, one sort of left and right, but not completely that way. That then makes the sound
completely that way.
I go like 80%, and they then make the sound.
Yeah.
Because I got the two tones, if you like, mixing like that. That's how I create it.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah.
There's sometimes I whack one down the middle with something completely different, and I've got some. Believe you me, I've got some strange sounds. But it doesn't matter. It's me. I like to mess with things. I've just connected my keyboard up now.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun. Can't play that
That's
either.
my next thing to do.
That's all right. It's got the letters on it, so I know where I am. You know. But yeah, you see, it's again like the argument about this between, if you like, valve amps and transistor amps. I honestly believe, I don't think I've ever played through an amp with valves in. So
Really?
how am I supposed to know the difference?
Yeah, well, you would.
Yeah, but what I mean is, I've got used to playing that way, and everyone says it's all to do with the feel thing. So, you know, and that to me,
yeah. No, it's thing is, there's nothing wrong with. There's absolutely nothing wrong with going that way. You know, the Helix is a great piece of kit, and for you, I think it's perfect because like easy to use, has more sounds than you could ever use in your life.
More amps, yeah.
You know, like weird sounds and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's got everything on it. Yeah, but I mean, if I was touring, never. But you know, I would.
You could take it to you.
I could take it with me.
Yeah, perfect.
And I know this thing about finding tone because I'm still looking for mine.
Yeah,
you know, I'm sort of like, that's nearly there, but not quite. You know, and
tone chasing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll just do this for now, and this is why I miss the sounds and things up. But
I'm getting there because I've you know I've been kind of obsessed a little bit the past few weeks, and like there was a sound that I always really loved, like, and it was basically like very kind of 80s sounding chorus, like on a clean guitar with, you know, quite like very wet sound.
Yeah,
but just chorus and like reverb and delay, it wasn't quite there. And I recently got like a well, I got that, it's like a little electro harmonics phaser, like phase shifter pedal, with the rate up really high, so it goes like you know, like really fast.
Yeah.
And see, combining that with the chorus with a lot of reverb and delay, and I've got the sound. So like I'm super happy with that. So like I don't want to ever change those pedals. So there's like 3 pedals that make that sound. So
yeah. Can you see? Here's another thing. When I'm trying to say, I don't want to sound like anybody else. I never have done, and that's why I don't do covers. I never want, because I'm thinking then I start to sound like somebody else. I'm me, and I want to sound like me, whatever me is. I still haven't found out, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
no,
that's
definitely.
And that's the way I am. That's the way I've always been. You know, and this is to do with this thing I said about whatever Gary Newman's got, I've got it. And you know, but the trouble is, being like this, I'm always focused on what's happening, or about to happen, not what's gone.
Yeah.
And believe you me, I mean, I suppose the crappiest year I had of the year with all the things that happened to me, most people are the top themselves. I don't. I just move forwards. That's it. That's happened. Go, move on. But I'm like that. And with music, I think I'm absolutely shite. Whatever I do, I'm never happy with it. I've got loads of stuff I've done, and I won't do it. And like somebody comes up and gives me a clip round the ear, I say, look, it's finished. It's good enough. That's how I am. It's the same with doing this channel. I'm not happy. I'm still trying to change things and make it better. I can't help it. It's me.
Yeah, of course.
It's how I am. But yeah. So you know, you got anything?
Well, I was just before we move on. There was when I was talking about pedals that you know, do stuff that you can't really get inside of like the things like the Helix and stuff. I'll send you a video for this pedal because I really want to get one of these, because like it's called a Microcosm. I can't remember the company who makes it, but basically what it does is it takes what you're playing and it basically records little loops of it, and it basically slices it all up and spits it back at you while you're playing.
All right.
And it kind of like it kind of goes underneath like what you're playing. And it's also it sounds phenomenal. Like it does it so musically. So you can be playing and like, you know, you just end up with this like texture that comes in underneath what you're playing. And like, especially when you combine it with like really heavy reverb and delay, it just sounds absolutely phenomenal. So like they're quite, I think they're all sold out now. I think you can pre-order them, but
yeah. 'Cause, well, you made me laugh when you said about the Miku pedal.
yeah. Well, this is kind of the kind of thing I think you would you would have,
You're not
you would have
far
ended
wrong.
up in.
You're not.
It's
You're
funny
not
because
far wrong.
when that pedal first got announced, I pre-ordered it, and then when I actually thought about it, I was like, no, I don't need this. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
well, I've seen Anderton's do it, and he couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And Rob
really.
Chapman's trying to be serious about it, but what they didn't realise was the flipping sold out in no time at all.
Yeah,
The sold hundreds of things. But yeah, that's the sort of thing. See, now I've got, if you like, a Boss DR55, which then my guitar becomes a synth.
oh yeah.
Right, and you've got, when you play a chord, you've got multiple sounds coming through now. You can sound like a guitar, whatever, and all joined up, which is very interesting. But they haven't got it quite right with some of them, because some of the MIDI bits, if you like, if you're not perfect on that note, it's going to be a bum note. But I've had that ages, and they've improved it since then. They've now done it where you don't need to pick up and so on. But
the tech now is just, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's me though, into all sorts of weird and strange things.
Well, you'll definitely like this pedal, because this is high tech stuff. Like I would be a bit. I think I like it's it's expensive. I think like to get one just now, because they'd have to send it to you from the States, so it'd be like over 500.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's one of those ones where you look at it and you're like, you'd be very daunting by it. Like, you know, it's very
then it's justifying buying it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, like with the Helix, that wasn't so difficult, because I thought, well, I've got all the amps and everything else there in one package, and I can have them all in one little box instead of having them stacked up all around. You know, that was the idea of that. And so that I could justify spending 800 quid on that. I've got the LT, not the full-blown thing. The only difference is the wiggle strips where it tells you what's in there. I don't need that. I don't need that. I know what buttons to press.
The thing I'm struggling with justifying getting is the switcher. You know how Konami uses the switcher to access all our pedals and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because all that really does is like, it just turns on your pedals. You know, but the thing is, I think that's why I've changed the idea for my pedal board a bit as well, because I think to utilize that switcher like fully, you need to like use MIDI pedals, like so that you can actually like program like, you know, program changes inside of like MIDI, instead of just turning on pedals like on and off, which is great, you know, because there's some sounds that I want to get like where I want 3 pedals on at once, you know, so I can't like tap dance over the 3 pedals like instantly. So just to be able to turn them on with one button would be great.
Oh, well, that's when I'd come up with something else, like a strip of metal across all 3. There you go.
Yeah. But then if you want to turn one on, you know, it's like but plus one thing I forgot to mention in that video, the other advantage of having that switcher is that every pedal goes into its individual loop. So you have a send and return, you have like 10 of them. So basically like, it's as if you've got like 10 pedals and you only have one of them on, basically it's like plugging your guitar into that one pedal and then into your amp, which is a much cleaner way of, you know, instead of daisy chaining through 10 pedals.
Yeah.
And you're introducing all this noise. You know, because every time you go, you know, the longer you make the chain, the more noise you're going to get. So having every pedal into individual loops will just take away all the noise. That's why I don't really understand why Konami has a noise gate when she has a switcher like that, because she shouldn't really need one unless her pickups are noisy, which they could be.
Yeah, single coil. There we go. That's another thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, we can move on. We can move on from tech talk.
Yeah, no, I know. It's all right. I mean, I'll watch a lot of this stuff and what's coming out new and
Yeah,
that.
me too. I honestly, I could talk hours about
Yeah,
it.
I know. It's terrible. Well, it's
It
not,
really is.
because
It really is.
it's what you're into, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's
As
like,
honestly about like my whole internet usage is like about, I would say it's like 85% gear. The rest is like social media and YouTube.
yeah.
That's it.
Well, you can probably see, because I'm always late replying to things, because I'm replying to everybody, the comments and everything, because I always reply to them and things like that. It takes up a lot of time, and it's like with everything. I mean, like now I've got to order a flipping mate outfit. Well, I'm going to wear it more than once, I've decided. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll redo my intro with something different, but wearing that, and film it.
That'd be good.
Well, I'm not going to spend some money just to wear it once.
Yeah. At least, no, I think that'd be a good idea to do it in the intro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Like, if I put
and
this on,
immortalized.
It's to me, it's fun. When you see me, I don't know if you see, I actually put myself in Miku's head. I swapped her head for mine in one of my backdrops. So what I did with you, I've done the same to me. And I thought, well, this is what I said I'd do. But I mean, the thing is, it's like that's why I said to you, if you did some reactions, then you'd get more people.
Probably.
That's what happened with Wave. He was doing his own stuff and then started doing reactions, and of course things started to change. Yeah. I think
it's just not where my heart is, really.
No, I know that's it. I mean, I can't understand how come I've got all these, because I think I'm crap at it. But I do. Because I sit there, I don't break anything down. I just basically say if I like it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's just nice though. It's like, yeah, it's crazy how the whole reaction thing's taken off. It's kind of like, because there was that show on TV called Gogglebox, which was like people just watching TV, but it was just people's reaction to the TV and stuff. And I guess there's just something comforting about watching someone reacting to something, because it's as if you're kind of watching it with them, especially if you know it already.
Yeah, well, I've gone down quite well with Sabaton, because I told a little story last time, because I knew I knew a German Messerschmitt 109 pilot, and the things he told me. Lovely guy, honest. But anyway, I'm not going to repeat it on here. But
yeah.
And then somebody thanked me for saying that, my story and stuff, and says, "Have I seen this one?" I said, "Yeah, I've already reacted to it." Because I was born in '53, only 8 years after the war. So and I'm not supposed to be, like know how to use a computer and know how to do this and know how to do that. Apparently I'm too old. Most people my age, they're not with it.
Yeah.
And when I say to them, "Oh yeah, I've got a reaction channel," "Oh, what's that?" So then you explain to them, "Oh, on the internet." "Yeah." "Oh, I don't go on the internet."
What's that?
Yeah. So but that surprised me. I was in one of the shops across the way, and this young girl says to me, "I like your t-shirt, Alice Cooper." I said, "Oh, you know Alice Cooper?" She says, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, right." Says, "What about Bandmate?" She goes, "Yeah." I thought, what?
Amazing.
And I says, I didn't get a chance to talk to her because she's got to get to the till, but I just says, "I've got a reaction channel and that, and otherwise." But that blew me away. That did.
That's great.
I know. I thought, yeah, she knows Bandmate, because he always drop that one in. But yeah, it's great. And I mean, I just hope they can get back out on tour again, because I mean, what they're doing.
They will. They'll be back.
Well, I think this time they will dominate the world.
Well, they're getting there.
They're getting there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got anything planned coming out, by the way?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got these songs. I guess it's another reason why I've not been really doing too much on YouTube, is because I was kind of all set for releasing these songs, but I still just haven't I haven't got all the vocals from Cher yet, because she's just not been very well. And then I don't know, she seems to have been having a lot of bad luck lately. And I was, because of the song that I have the main vocal for, I'm just waiting for backing vocals. It's done. I'm just waiting to drop these backing vocals in.
All right, I understand. Well, like when I'm trying to do these interviews, getting everybody together, time,
Yeah.
and then it's going to happen. No, we can't make them, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So
it's deflating, and because I think, I don't know, I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and because she thinks that I might be slightly autistic, and because that's kind of like an autism trait, that if when you're in like a certain mindset, like you can't move on to something else until it's done, so like I feel like that's kind of where I was. But I've talked to her, and like she's still not great, but I think I told her, like, let's try and get it done like before Christmas, and she seemed to think that was like achievable. So, and I was thinking about just releasing the song without any backing vocals, but I just don't want to do that, because it will be better with, and it's so it's so heartbreaking, because I really want to, it sounds so good already, but I don't want to release it when it's not finished,
Yeah.
So yeah, like those are still in the works. So if anyone's worried about that, anyone that's, the people that bought that, paid for it already from the Kickstarter, it's still coming out. It's taking so much longer than it was planned on to, but but yeah, I've been writing other stuff, I've just been kind of jamming away, and just like, recording ideas here and there. So yeah, so that, with the whole tone chasing thing, and just because I'm actually got to the point where I might actually consider selling the Kemper, because I think I can get a better guitar sound, with the amp now.
Yeah, if you don't need it.
Yeah, it can go towards like the pedal board build.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, with me and my channel, I'm thinking, can't afford it, and I'm looking at the guitars. I'm thinking, no, I'm not selling any.
Yeah,
I'm not.
It's
over umpteen years I brought these, and I'm thinking, no, I'm not getting rid of any of them.
No,
I don't care. Yeah, they're my pictures on the wall, and that's where they're staying.
Yeah,
but
like that you can't really get rid of.
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's my family.
Yeah.
but yeah, I do have a favourite. Shouldn't have. But yeah, I mean, the thing about it, it's like with me. I've sent emails out to Mad Haven. Do you know them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Welsh band.
Yeah.
For interview. When Rivers Meet, I've sent one to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, don't need an interpreter for these.
Yeah, a lot easier.
But yeah, so I've sent other emails out to Japan. Well, I've got a reply back off of here we go. That's the name, isn't it? female singer, and she just plays the guitar as well. Kai something Death, isn't it? I can't.
Oh yeah. You've reacted to her before.
Yeah, she speaks English, so we're all right.
Okay, awesome.
But and I'm trying to do all. That's what I'm trying to do. Somebody said try Bandmate. I thought, no, I think I'll have a go at Sabaton though.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you'll not get Bandmate. You'll not.
What, Sabaton?
No, Bandmate.
Oh yeah, we know that. Yeah. We know that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's in your dreams job, that is. But Sabaton, I might, because I've got somebody said to me, get in touch with them because you've got some interesting stories.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can do the research and the history on it, and it all proves to be right, because that's what they are, genuine. So I might just do that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you should.
Because I mean, I know I've got another one with Vintasy coming up. They finished their tour now, so
Oh, nice.
that'll be funny.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah, that'll be
because-
good. They were great on the first one. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, did you see the clips that they put up from the tour?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh well, I did, and I says to him, well, in this country we call it a pub crawl. So I said, you all seem to be drinking. But one of them, Riley, is about 6 foot odd, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's
And when they stop in these motels, the beds aren't long enough. Says, where's he sleep on the floor? So it was quite funny. And of course,
yeah.
I reacted. They always reply to you. Yeah, they always reply to me. Well, because they sort of know me as well. But it's getting quite funny. So you know, that'll be a fun one. That if I get to do them.
Oh, that'd be great.
But it's all on. You know, all this is what I'm planning. I mean, like today I did 7 reactions, and
Oof.
oh no, I've dealt with them all. I've put they're all one's up. That's all right. One's up. So I've only got to do the cover for that. But then I've put all the intros on them all. They're all done. It's just a matter of, you know, you see, this is what I do. Why the computer's working, or I've got another computer over here I can use if I need to be quick. But I'm doing something else. I plug the guitar in. Like tonight, I think I've got a new idea for my intro, my next intro, wearing the maid outfit. I thought, oh, this will work. So, you know, I'm always messing with the guitar in between. Why wants to do something? I don't sit still, you know, like, you know, there's my rocking chair.
No, that's
I can't stop. This is how I am. I can't stop. I just keep going.
Yeah, I'm the same. I need to be doing something, you know.
Yeah.
I just feel like just because I'm not putting videos on YouTube doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. And I have actually started learning the next Bandmate cover because you know, I'm doing like every song on Unseen World like in order.
Yeah.
So the next one is I Still Seek Revenge. Which at first I thought was going to be like, it's not my favorite one on the album, so I wasn't like, you know, I was kind of putting off learning it because it's quite simple. You know, like fucking like the main riff's just like it's like it's mainly for the bass, like that song, really.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I thought the solo didn't sound too hard either, but I was wrong.
Well, yeah. See, I understand. I know how long all these things take to do, right? Now, I've been thinking of doing a cover myself.
Ooh.
Right? It won't be Bandmate or anybody like that, but I was just thinking of doing a cover.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's as much as I'm going to say, just in case it doesn't happen. And I'll be singing. Oops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've said it now. You can't go back on it.
I have a little box here. It's called a TH Telecom Voice Live 3 Extreme. If I want to sound like Barry White, I can sound like Barry White.
Will it make you sound like Celine Dion?
I can sound like all sorts on that.
Or Cher.
But I've got it. But and there's another thing, because I've I did actually sing on something I did, and I thought, oh, let's put it through auto-tune and see how far out I am. I wasn't that bad. I surprised myself. I thought, oh, you know, that's interesting. But, you know, that's the only reason I use the auto-tune, to see how, you know, how close I am and that. But I mean, I will. But this will take time to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'm going to do this cover, it'll be the first cover I've ever done in my life, well, apart from messing about with Smoke on the Water and Status Quo stuff and stuff I did years ago. You know, that's the first thing I learned. I think was Status Quo down the dust pipe. Then it was like Smoke on the Water. Then some Thin Lizzy stuff,
I think like if you combine doing covers with like, you know, still being creative, there's nothing wrong with it, because you learn a lot from doing covers. Well, I mean, for me personally, I've learned a loads of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still learning stuff.
My big problem, right, comes to learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like guitar lessons, off. You know, I'm not playing acoustic guitar. Get someone. I want to, you know, punk rocker before punk was invented. That was me. So this is when I went on my own way of doing things, right? Like learning to play the guitar. God, you know, you start looking at this. Oh no, because back then there was no internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all books. Dyslexic, not very good. Doesn't help, does it?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
it's funny because I've watched like interviews with people who, you know, kind of rock guitar heroes, basically. They're like, you know, talking about how when they were learning guitar and like what they used to do to like learn songs they would hear. And like, they would like on vinyl, you know, how like, because you can slow it down.
yeah.
You can change the
Yeah.
speed. And that's pretty much what they would do, is like try and pick out what they're doing. But you know, it's kind of the way I do it too. But you know, doing it just from a vinyl, you know, it's obviously a lot harder.
Yeah, we can loop things these days, can't we?
Yeah, exactly. And you can change the frequencies and like, you know, boost. You know.
Yeah. There's so much you can do today. But I just thought, no, I'm doing this my way and that. And of course, then my hands not so good now, you know. Mm-hmm. But I don't care.
I could show you some easy little like licks.
Yeah, but see, somebody's already done it. you see, this is me. Somebody's already done it, and that's done me copy. You know, I know what you're saying, but that's me then copying.
No, it's not. That's like saying playing any note on the guitar. Someone's done it already.
Yeah, I know, but this is how I am. But you see what I mean about this is how I am. This is, I don't know. I'm not mentally ill, but it's just how I am. I just, you know, it's been done. It's been done. It's been done. It's been, you know, so.
But it has a bit, but that's what guitar is. It's like it's you know, that's when you play you know, when you play lead guitar and stuff, you know, Konami's just playing licks that other people have done.
I know.
That's what everyone does.
I know, apart from me. Yeah, but yeah, I know.
This is how you put it together in your own way. That's
you get two people's licks, you put them together, mix them up a bit, but you know what I mean. And I'm thinking, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just it's how I am. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but it's how I am. And I'll probably play something and someone says, oh, that sounds like so and so. You know, because there's only so many notes. That's the thing.
There's only 12 notes.
Yeah.
There's only 12 notes. You can't not get away with things sounding the same.
I know. But it's, let's be understand that's how I am. I can't help it.
No, I get you.
And it's like, you know, somebody's already done this. I can't do it.
But do you feel the same way about like if you were playing like a scale? Like someone's already played that scale, you know, like would you like not want to play that scale because like everyone else has played that scale?
I practice playing scales actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like licks are just like parts of a scale.
I know. But to me, right, you know, do I know all the notes on the guitar? Do I? Because I know the patterns, shall we say?
That's it, patterns.
Yeah.
Patterns.
See, I don't call them scales. I call them patterns. Then I'm not copying.
Oh, that's the same.
But yeah, so I play the patterns and things like that, and so I'm literally self-taught. Everything I've do is self-taught. It's like building computers, self-taught. And what made me like this is because of being dyslexic, you know, and just classed as being thick, and you wouldn't ask for help. Anyway, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I know.
Because, I mean, flipping hell. Well, what I might do with this, I might go through it and break it down or do it in two parts.
You could do. To see how long it is first. If it's like over an hour and a half, then maybe do that. But you could probably get away with an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's coming up to an hour and 3/4.
Is it? Oh,
I think so. Yeah. Let me stop recording anyway.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Well, there you go. You've probably learned a bit more about the pair of us, really, what's happening and what's coming up and what we're both sort of doing. In my case, some of the things I've said, I've already done it. It's how quick things happen with everything else. And as you can see, regarding Axe Japan, with what he's got doing, he's got a few setbacks and things. But I understand all this. It is difficult when people are in other countries and things like that. So, But anyway, there you go. It's just a quick chat, and me looking like I've drank too much Tango. But anyway, there you go. And I'd just like to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for all your comments, your support and everything else. Thank you so much. And of course, please stay safe. And this old fella will be back. Bye for now.